What up? What up? What up? It's Sports Roundtable. We are in the building. It is time to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Welcome to Sports Roundtable. I am your humble host, H.O. from Bankhead. And as you can see, Hancock is not with me tonight, but I got my Tony Gwynn of sports media in the building with me because he rarely strikes out. And tonight he's going to tell you about what's going on in this college football playoff scenario. And I'm going to say, Maceo, let me start off by saying this. The NCAA may be 1 year late in doing the 12-team thing because this year is the year that they actually need it.
Yeah, they kind of do, but I still hate the idea that we're going to 12 because it's going to be the same 4 teams at the end of the day.
Right.
But I understand what's going on. It's a money play. It's
Right.
to get everybody involved. It's the society we live in now. Everybody want to participate. So here we are. Here we are.
There you go. All right, so we got our listeners popping on, but before we get started, go ahead and let everybody they know who you are, but just in case we got some new listeners, go ahead and let everybody know who you are, where you from, and what do you do.
Hey man, so everybody, my name is Maceo Hurd. I'm one half of the Crush Sports Talk Network right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We cover everything around the city, high school, college, pro. I'm just a guy that loves sports. I slang sports for a living with my guy Harsh, man. Anytime a dude call me, I'm in the building. Let's go, my boy. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. And don't forget about the recruiting coming up because I got some questions about that recruiting coming up.
It's a tough time out here in these recruiting streets. Transfer portal is popping. We're witnessing college free agency at its finest, but this is what everybody asked for. Everybody said, hey, let these kids go wherever they want to go. Everybody said, let's pay the athletes. Here we are. Don't complain about it now. This is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all asked for. It's here.
Did I hear Matt Rule say in the transfer portal that the quarterback costs about $1 million and $1.5 million?
A power and an elite quarterback is gonna run you at least $2 million. If you are a parent of a 5-star kid, God bless you. God bless you because you are winning. You control the table. Can't nobody tell you nothing. If you are the parent of a 5-star quarterback, life is great for you because you can just write your own ticket.
There you go. All right, man. Before we even jump into this hot news, let's go ahead and start out with some news that happened late last night as the rich gets richer.
Always.
This hasn't even happened in sports history, I don't think, where a guy sells the majority stake of a team but still retains say-so in the team, and that's Mark Cuban. He buys the Dallas Mavericks for $285 million, sells his majority shares for $3.5 billion. Let's go ahead and talk about that real quick. What's your thoughts on that?
So I don't know if people truly understand that rich people, they never use their money. So when you got other rich people who want to give you money and they're going to let you retain control of the franchise, by all means, go ahead and pump in your 3.5. And it's crazy. You talked about what he paid for the team. I mean, he cashed out. I mean, he has cashed out. He's still part of the organization. He's a big part of the organization. I mean, this is what rich people do. I heard it was some old documentary I was watching, and like the Rockefellers were talking about how, listen, dude, I'm rich, but other rich people give me their money to do what I do. So I never touch my money. So I mean, this what's going on right here with this. It's crazy.
I see. And to go ahead and dispel all the rumors about Dallas moving to Las Vegas, that's why you need to tune in to the shows like the Crush and the Sports Roundtable. Mark Cuban is planning on building a complex that would implement the casino and some other things around there, almost like what they did at the Battery.
Yeah.
It'll be a complex with a casino in it. So yeah, don't believe everything you read. Just don't believe everything you read.
You can't. And what's crazy if people get out and travel and go see all of these new stadiums and all of these places they're building, everybody has this Battery type setup. At Dallas, they call it Dallas
Yeah.
Live, where
Right.
everything is right across from Cowboy Stadium, but you got where the Rangers they play, and it's everything is right there. And listen, this is what cities are building. This is the new model. These owners, everybody wants. You don't have to go far for the entertainment. You get your hotel room, you walk out your hotel room, you eat, you shop, you gamble. Everything is right there. This is the model now. This is the model.
Yeah. So this what Dad said in the chat. He said Mike should have talked to Cuban before he made his move. Yeah, that's something else. Hey, real quick, you know, both of us from the A, and we've seen a couple of hockey teams come and go.
Yeah.
And now they talking about building this megaplex in Alpharetta and possibly bringing back a hockey team. I mean, what's your thoughts on that? I mean, you know, another hockey team for the third time?
It's they like to say third time the charm. Hockey just doesn't work here in Atlanta. I mean, they've tried. I mean, what is we had the Flames, we've had the Thrashers. Okay, you're gonna bring them. You're gonna bring it back as what? Like, okay, you move it to Alpharetta because you're thinking, okay, that's where your fan base is. Hockey just doesn't work here. I mean, I don't know how many times they want to continue to try it. Like, it just don't work here, and that's okay. Hockey is really it's not a Southern thing, and that's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. I when I saw that and they wanted to put some money up for that, and I'm like, hold on now. You taking our tax money to do what? We already gonna be in the red just by getting the hockey team.
Right.
So I'm not with all that. All right, man, let's go ahead and jump into some hot news. And I gotta tell you, the hot news sponsored by Big Easy Grill. Big Easy Grill, 1193 Collier Road, Atlanta, Georgia. Big Easy Grill, the place where you got to go and get some Louisiana seafood, and it is jumping. I just went there the other day, and boy, I tell you, them crab claws, whoo, yes, sir. Big Easy Grill, 1193 Collier Road. Go over there and mention Sports Roundtable SRT, and you will enjoy your meal. I promise you that. Take 2 bites, get rid of 1 shrimp. All right, Mace, here we go. I got some scenarios. I had to write this down.
Okay.
I had to write it down, and I hope everybody who's tuning in, you can put your questions in the chat. If you got a scenario that we can jump on, we'll be glad to. The first scenario is this. Can Georgia win or lose, still be in the 4? Well, lose. Now, I know they can if they win.
Yes. It's a scenario where Georgia will still make the college football playoff. They've done nothing tells you this season that they're not one of the 4 best teams in college football. They won't be the 1 seed, but they will still definitely get in there. I know people going to talk about their strength of schedule and all these things, but that what they call murderer's row in November, where they had to go, where they had Tennessee, Ole Miss, and whatever that Missouri, whatever that stretch was, everybody like, oh my God, we're gonna find out so much about Georgia. Well, they slapped all 3 of those schools handedly. It's no way you could leave Georgia out of the playoff, and then people have to also understand that this is still a TV production. They want as many eyes as possible because they do have to sell commercials. They have to do all these things that generate revenue for the networks that's gonna be broadcasting it. So Georgia would definitely be. It's no way they're gonna leave Georgia out of the 4. So win or lose, Georgia in.
Can Bama win the SEC and jump Texas?
The only way they can jump Texas, Texas has to lose. The committee has shown you all year that they value head to head. It's no way Alabama can jump Texas. I mean, they've showed you all year. Now they need Texas to lose, so now they can justify saying, "Hey, well, look, Texas lost, so that would give Texas 2 losses. You got a 1-loss Alabama team. Now we can say, hey, now Alabama has a point. As long as Texas is ahead of them, they cannot jump Texas.
So it was strategic how they kept Alabama at 8 and kept Texas above them the
Always,
whole time.
they never let Alabama jump Texas because we talk about how head to head matters. That's all they kept saying. Hey, we value head to head. You can't be better than that team. You can't jump that team. You lost to them. So, period.
All right, so this is a question I had to ask for Hancock, and he's a Florida State fan. So, can Florida State win the ACC championship and still fall out of the 4?
They can. It would be totally wrong.
Yeah,
it would actually put a blemish on the committee because we always talk about how we value that. I mean, they value conference championships. This would be an undefeated conference champion in what many consider the second or third best conference in all of America. Now, when they dropped them that first week from 4 to 5, what they basically were kind of setting us up to say was, hey, you're a different football team without Jordan Travis. And again, this is a TV show. If you're sitting around, you're right. You like, do you really want to watch Florida State play Georgia? You want to see Florida State play Michigan without Jordan Travis? Now, Rodemaker, what he needs to do on Saturday night, I mean, he needs to go crazy because he needs to let the committee know, hey, we're fine. We're fine. I can steer this ship in these playoffs.
Right.
But I'm quietly, and nobody's gonna say this, quietly, everybody in that committee room are Louisville fans.
Yeah.
They
Well,
want Louisville.
Boy Hancock got something to say. He say it's a TV show, but Florida State don't have no stars.
They don't. I mean, Jordan Travis made them a legit team because Keon Coleman, since Travis went down, Keon Coleman, the explosive plays that we saw here, we don't see those no more because Rodemaker, he back there running for his life kind of sort of, or the game is just moving too fast for him. And we understand that. It's always going to be about the quarterback play. And when you start lining those guys up, you're just like, Rodemaker just
Did the committee move too soon? Even though Travis went out, Florida State still went ahead and still put up a 50 point wing down on the team that he got hurt against.
Yeah, but it was a non-Power 5 team. It wasn't. They were gonna put those points up on that team regardless. A lot of people would tell you they would probably put 70 if Jordan Travis had to play because they struggled early. Then all of a sudden they found their stride as they should have because again they were playing a freaking FCS school. So come on, it was one of those cut the check games. I hate those games so late in the year, but schedules made 2 years in advance. What can you do?
All right, Hancock said if Georgia and Bama is a close game, he think 2 SEC teams get in.
No.
Not gonna happen.
No. They're not gonna allow 2 SEC schools to get in. This is gonna be the crazy part. Again, Texas holds the key to that. If Texas wins the what was that? The Big 12, They win the Big 12 championship. Alabama can just go on and, they can just, whatever they got going on, they'll get the best bowl available. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, listen, Alabama fans, alumni, the four can survive without you. They don't need you in it. They don't need you in it. The big dogs are there. Georgia's there. As long as Georgia in, everybody be out. They can do without Nick Saban. Nick Saban looked real good on the panel last year. He got David Pollock fired this year. Pollock was talking crazy. But I mean, Alabama fans, relax. Y'all not gonna beat Georgia Saturday no way. So I mean, cut it out. You should have lost. You should have lost doggone last weekend, but we ain't gonna get to that right now. Get out of here.
All right, my last scenario is this. Is it the committee's job to choose the most deserving team or the best 4 teams?
They gonna pick the best TV show. They're going to pick the best TV show. What's gonna move the meter? And this is why they want Oregon in so bad. They are sitting here like, hey, what we got to do to make sure Oregon beat Washington? Well, they probably ain't got to worry about much because Oregon probably gonna slap Washington. Not slap them, but they're gonna beat. They need a West Coast team in bad because they want that side of the country to watch the game. The last few years, nobody past St. Louis watch college football because they're like, bro, what we gonna watch that for? I mean, the thing coming into the season was like Caleb. Please get USC in the fourth, but they forgot USC don't play defense. Lincoln Riley could give 0 F's about doggone defense, and that's why they lost 4 or 5 games. Yeah. Nike. They need Nike, and they need that big Nike commercial. Can you just imagine the uniforms Oregon gonna wear for the first round for the playoff game? Jesus.
Yep, I agree.
Man, come on. Crazy.
Because I was gonna say, and I've had this debate with some of my guys before. If you're playing, if you're choosing to choose the 4 best team, then why do you need the playoffs? Because you're playing the playoffs to see who is the best team, right?
Right.
So how you gonna choose the 4 best teams if we don't even know yet? So I'm like, it's and that leads to your point about which 4 teams can give us the best TV production and the most marketing money.
Period.
This is equivalent to March Madness in college basketball. It is now time to see how many billions we can get. Y'all got y'all NIL money. Now it's time for the presidents and the upper echelon leadership to get their money.
This is how when you go on all these campuses and you see all these new buildings, all these facilities, everybody's facilities are immaculate. Everybody.
Yeah.
This is the revenue, the revenue sharing, the conference payouts. Every year when they put that stat out of how much money each team gets out the pot, I mean, it's unbelievable. Like Vanderbilt is going to benefit from all the pub in the SEC. I mean, 1 through 13, and that's why we got these conferences aligning and they creating these super conferences because everybody going where the money is. It's like, man, bro, we don't care about no travel. We don't care. We got to go from LA to Columbus, Ohio. So what? We're in the Big Ten because it helps. We're gonna make more money in the Big Ten than we made in the Pac-12, and that's why we see all this realignment. Texas and Oklahoma. That's why they're going to the. That's why they're coming to the SEC. Everybody see the payouts are incredible. I mean, if people, just go to these campuses. Just go look at these stadiums. Look at all the amenities they add to these, like LSU, when they unveil these new locker rooms. I mean, these guys don't never have to leave the locker room. They got reclining beds in the locker room. Like, no, come on, man. That's crazy. Money.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Yep. I tell you, somebody was telling me about how they went to Tennessee and just was blown away by all of the amenities and got laptops and iPads in the locker room and your locker, your own. They say it was crazy.
Dude, these guys, even though they don't really do tour days no more, but in between meetings, like that, these guys never have to leave the locker room. You got pool table area, ping pong area, arcades, now barbershops. I mean, it's just like, it's a one-stop shop for everything. They don't have to go nowhere. It's crazy, but this is where we are. Think about this, H.O. When we watched football, college football in the 90s, and we know guys who play big-time football. Right. They're so jealous of what they see today on these campuses because they like, dude, we were stars and it's nowhere near what these guys doing now. And of course, everything is evolution and progress. But bruh, it's just every program got it. That's what's crazy. Every program got it.
Every program got it. I got some. Hold your thoughts right there. My boy just popped in. I got to get him in on this. Yes, sir. He's back. My main man, D. Will, the coach. Yes, sir.
What
the
up,
number one Bama fan in the world. What's going on, D. Will? We just got
what's happening, crew.
Before. Yes, sir. Got my boy Maceo filling in for Hancock, and man, we rocking and rolling with this college football. So go ahead and tell everybody why and why not, in your opinion, Bama can or can't jump Texas if they win the SEC championship. Hancock already said the SEC champion is in.
Period. Period. Like, and that's the end all be all, bro. Like, why are we even having this discussion? We know whoever wins on Saturday is a lock. And I'm here to tell you, if Bama wins on Saturday, Georgia's a lock, right? Like, how do you 29 straight wins and they lose the SEC championship game and you're telling me they don't make the playoff? That's insane. Over a Texas team, yes, Texas has a decent loss, right? Like, let's not act like that loss is such a great loss. If we're talking about great wins and good losses, Alabama has the best loss in the country, right? If we're saying there's a good loss, right? And then they have the most top 25 wins out of anybody, right? Okay, so if you tell me Texas is better than Alabama, yeah, in week 2, that don't mean they're better in week 12 and 13. That's not what we base it off of. We don't base it off of 1 week thing. We base it off the full body of work. So if you're looking at the full body of work, tell me somebody who's been playing better than Alabama over the last 3 weeks of the season. You can't, because it's nobody. Nobody has been playing better than him. Tell me somebody who has a better strength of record and strength of schedule that we're being considered for the top 4. Nobody. Oregon shouldn't even be considered.
Maybe Oregon.
Oregon shouldn't be considered, bro. Oregon has 1 top 25 win all season long, and they lost to Washington. They shouldn't even, their schedule is like 60-something in the country. It's horrible. They played nobody all year. If you give Alabama that schedule, they're undefeated. You give Texas that schedule, they're undefeated. So you're sitting here telling me that Oregon should get credit for playing nobody just because they're in the Pac-12. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
So you agree with Hancock? If Bama wins, Georgia and Bama gets in the 4.
They should. Easy. Ohio State shouldn't even be considered, right? They played a poo-poo schedule this year. Michigan beat them straight up. So why are we talking Ohio State? Ohio State should have dropped way lower than 6. They should have dropped to 8, and everybody should have moved ahead of them. That's just keeping it real. What is Ohio? So tell me this. Let's just break it down. I know Hancock is going to hate this, but Florida State should be out. Okay? Florida State should be out of the conversation with Jordan Travis going down, right? Because here's the thing. What does the committee say is the most important thing, right, about getting into the 4? They say it's the 4 best teams, not the 4 most deserving teams. Now, we can look over history and go through the Final Four and understand the college football playoff, and understand that 4th team is usually the most deserving team. Go to the Michigan States, go to the TCUs, go to the Cincinnatis. All those schools were deserving. By no means were they ever one of the best 4 teams in the country. We should be looking at the best 4 teams in the country over a whole season, a full body of work, and a full body of work between Alabama and Georgia. If Alabama is to beat Georgia on Saturday, it's easy that Alabama and Georgia are 2 of the best teams in the country.
All right, Maceo, look like you want to say a little something.
No, I mean, it's really nothing to say because, I mean, Alabama's not going to beat Georgia. So, I mean, we got the hypotheticals and all this stuff going. Again, right. Alabama should have lost Saturday.
Should have.
They should have lost Saturday.
Should have.
And I mean, we're sitting, if we're being honest, if we're really being honest, when Alabama rolls into Mercedes-Benz on Saturday, they're going to have to play a perfect game to beat Georgia. The thing Georgia not going to do is let Milroe go crazy like he's been going crazy the last few weeks. Auburn contained them for 59 minutes. 1 4th and 31.
Maceo, don't do that.
Dude,
don't do that.
It's the truth.
He had 259 in the air and 100 yards rushing. How is that containing somebody?
Dude, 4th and 31, Alabama down.
What about the 4th?
Go.
What about the 3rd and 19 before that? What about the 3rd and 20 before that?
Dude, it's 4th and 31. Ball game right here if they get a stop. That's the dumbest coaching decision ever. Everybody agrees with that.
Maceo, but what you're saying is irrelevant to the conversation we're having. This is not a feeling. This is facts. This is not how you feel. No, he had 259 in the air. He had 100 on the ground, and he had 3 touchdowns. Tell me how that's containing somebody.
He stuffed the stat sheet.
Oh, God. Now you're supposed to Westbrooking me. Come on.
Who gives up 4th and 31 for the ball game?
Auburn. That's who. Auburn did. You acted like it shouldn't have happened, and it did happen. You watched it.
It shouldn't have happened.
Listen, are we going off shouldn't haves? Or are we going off what actually happened?
We know it happened.
Period. And there's nothing else to say.
But what we're saying is, who gives that up?
Auburn. I'm telling you, I'm answering your question. Okay. Auburn gives it up.
So let's just put it. So you feel like Alabama gonna win Saturday?
Yes.
Put something on it then.
Hey, you ain't said nothing but a word.
Bet it then.
Hey, how many times has Georgia beat Alabama in the SEC championship? Thank you. Stop.
Like you just said, we talking about Saturday. Bet
exactly. Exactly. Only thing we can talk about is what has happened. We can't talk about what's going to happen on Saturday because you don't know.
Like
last time we played the SEC championship. Last time we played the SEC championship, who was the favorite?
Do you have Alabama Saturday?
Dude, I done already answered your question.
It's a bet then. We ain't got
it's a bet.
It's a bet.
Say less.
Bet it.
What about the point spread? It's just straight up.
He say Alabama gonna win.
He don't listen. That's always the cop out. You know it's 6 points on the line.
Why you need a point? You say Alabama gonna win.
So that's what I'm going with. If you feel so confident, bet your 6 points.
No, you say Alabama gonna win.
I said
bet
that.
It. Bet
it's
it.
a bet.
Say less.
You say Georgia gonna win?
They winning.
Well, give me my points then.
You don't need your points. They gonna win. Remember?
Stop it. Big H, you know we don't even roll like that. We don't even roll like that.
Oh my God.
All right, well, let's do this. Let's turn the page and let's do it this way. We go jump to the most improved NFL team.
Oh, that's easy.
This season. For this season.
Easy.
I'm gonna give
for this season.
It's easy.
This season. I'm gonna give you some options. Detroit Lions, Jacksonville Jaguars, Denver Broncos, Houston Texans.
That's easy. Out of those, that's easy out of those choices.
Unless you got the other.
No, it's the Texans. Like, who expected that? Please tell me who you expected that from the Houston Texans with a rookie quarterback and a rookie head coach. Stop it, Maceo. Hell no, Maceo.
You don't listen to my show. Clearly, you don't listen to my show.
No, I missed it. I'm sorry.
I did.
Stop it.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
I did.
Yeah, he been rocking with CJ for a long time.
CJ been my dude for 3 years now.
Yeah,
yes.
he been rocking with CJ. But I made sure who you got.
For me, it's the Denver Broncos. It's Denver. Dude.
And that's what Hancock said too.
Think about this.
We talking about the last 3 weeks of the season.
Biggest improvement. Most improved team. Most improved team. When they gave up the 70 points, remember how everybody was ready to get fire sale, trade him, do this, do that. Sean Payton calmed the waters. He figured out his football team. And he was like, Russ, bump that cooking or whatever they be talking about. We're not doing that. Jerry Jeudy, you're not a star, but this is what you can do. The defense got extreme. Oh, they've run off 5 straight. This was a team that everybody was ready to throw away. Everybody, trade everybody, fire everybody. Dude, Sean Payton has this team. He found the formula, and they rolling now. It's Denver. It's Denver.
Black Vince said it's the Lions all the way.
They disappointing.
I think people, the way they finished the season last year and coming in, I think people kind of expected them to be where they are. I had them winning the division. I picked them to win the division.
Right.
They are disappointing right now. They cost me money Thursday. Jesus.
You know not to bet on no Thursday night game.
Oh. They sucked me in. He sucked me in.
Now I'm gonna say now, the Jacksonville Jaguars get a lot of praise for how they went through their turmoil at the end of last year, and then it was a slow start for Ridley. It was Ridley. Everybody had Ridley picking him in the first round in the fantasy draft and everything. Everybody was going crazy. Yeah, Ridley this, and then. He got on the milk cart for a couple of weeks. And then all of a sudden, Sunshine just done went nuts over the last 3 weeks.
He's heard the whispers, and it's crazy. He's one of these guys who he started kind of hearing especially like going to this week. I mean, all the talk was CJ Stroud. All the talk was CJ Stroud and Trevor. These last 2, especially Sunday. Oh, Trevor played with a chip on his shoulder from the word go, from the coin toss to when he scored the first touchdown. He was looking like, like y'all forgetting about me. Y'all talking about the rook over there? No, bro, not yet. I'm here.
Mm-hmm. So out of the 2 quarterbacks right now that's been talked about, that's hotter than fire. If you were the owner or if you the GM, you taking CJ or you taking Sunshine? Start your franchise.
Ugh. That's tough. I'm gonna say Sunshine simply on the fact of we hadn't seen CJ's sophomore slump. We know how important for NFL quarterback that second year is. Until we're able to see CJ Stroud's second year, I'm going to hold off and say Sunshine because we already seen his. We saw him go through his second year struggles. His first year was really bad, but that was due to no fault of his own. It was Urban Meyer, right? So coming back, we saw his lows already. Now we're starting to see his highs. His highs are higher now than what I can say CJ Stroud's may be because we just don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree right there because the one thing we know about the NFL, what we find out most about you, when the NFL adjusts to you, how do you adjust back? And that sophomore season for quarterbacks, now I got 17 weeks of film on you. Now I know, especially your division teams. Now I know you a little better. Now I know, okay, we can't let CJ, this little, he like to sprint out to the right, and he can throw on the run. Let's find a way to keep him, contained a little more. Give me, if I'm starting franchise, give me Trevor. I'm going with Sunshine as well.
Okay. That's nice. Who gets the credit for the Russell Wilson turnaround? Is it Sean Payton? Is it the defense? Is it?
I know who gets credit for
it. Could it be a combination of both? Sean Payton and the defense.
Neither one of them. You know who gets credit for it? Russell Wilson. Give that man his props. Like, we're trying to say everybody else is the reason he's playing the way he's playing. No, he's out there throwing the football. He's out there orchestrating drives. He's out there making the things happen on the football field. It's Russell Wilson. He deserves the credit for his turnaround. What does Russell Wilson do? What if we see? Now, we could say Sean Payton is putting him in situations, but if you watch that offense, it's not much different than it's been the whole time. True. Russell Wilson's just making better decisions. It's his decision making that is changing the Denver Broncos. So let's just give Russell his credit. I know we've been down on Russell after the year he had last year, right? And we want to beat him down. Like, Russell Wilson is a easy whipping boy. Let's just keep it 100, right? Off the field, all that type stuff. He's an easy whipping boy, but we got to give credit where credit is due. Russell Wilson has really upped his play in the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Do we owe Sean Payton an apology then? For all we was on his head for about 3-4 weeks.
An apology for doing your job well? For doing your job well? You're supposed to do this, Sean Payton. You get paid millions to be a good coach. So you should be coaching well. So no, we don't owe him an apology. He owes us an apology for being sucky in the first couple of weeks. How about that? How about he apologize to us for sucking?
Okay, I can go with that. All right, so we got about 5 or 6 more minutes for Smith to come on. So we're gonna talk about this NBA real quick. Thus far in the season, the Lakers done had an embarrassing blowout loss. Golden State just had an embarrassing blowout loss, and the Clippers just can't get right. And the Hawks still can't play defense. Mason, I'm gonna start with you. Your thoughts on the start of this NBA season right now?
The in-season tournament got me intrigued. The Hawks got knocked out the other day, so I mean we're down to the final 8. I actually like it. I thought I wasn't gonna like it. I actually like it because it's making me watch. I usually, even though I cover the Hawks, I usually don't really pay attention to the NBA till Christmas, because that's when I always think that's the start of the season. But the in-season tournament has, I mean, it's been fun. It's been fun. I love what I'm seeing from Zion so far. Okay. I think he's healthy, where he looks healthy. All of the trials and tribulations and all of the social media backlash he got, slander he got last year, seems to have put that behind him. So he's focused. For some reason, these Indiana Pacers are intriguing to me, dog. The Pacers, it's something about this team that I like. I can't put my hand on it, but it's something about the Pacers I like, dog. Like, I'm starting to get them old school Reggie Miller NBA Jam vibes. When I used to play with Tredge, I used to call him Tredgy.
Right.
It's something about the Pacers that I like, dog. So far in the season, and of course, LeBron playing too many minutes, man. I just can't understand why they got my dog out there playing 35 minutes a night, man. It's just, I'm not understanding.
Is Golden State too dependent on Steph?
Of course they are, but Draymond back tonight, right?
Last night.
So I mean, Draymond's back. Clay, man, hey, Clay, ugh, Clay, and I don't like the CP3 thing. It's gonna take a while for me to get used to him being in that jersey. I'm not liking it so far.
Okay. All right, D-Will, what's your thoughts on NBA season thus far?
I agree with Maceo, man. That in-season tournament, my wife loves it. Like she is, she is so locked in every Tuesday and Friday. Like I kind of get into it, you know what I mean? But like the changing of the floors, the changing of the jerseys, like I'm gonna be honest with you, I still don't know what the hell is going on. Right? Like I don't know what it means to win a game or this group play, or I don't know none of that. I just know it brings an intrigue, like Maceo said. Most people don't pay attention to NBA till Christmas, and that's because of NFL and college football.
Right.
We've been watching it for the last 3 or 4 months. Right. We just not gonna cut it off and go to NBA, right? So we get to Christmas and then we start being. This has brought excitement and interest to the NBA early on in the season. Now I agree, LeBron's playing way too many minutes, but what if he don't play them minutes? They might not have a win.
You're right.
Right? So because Anthony Davis is showing us he's the Anthony Davis we thought he was, right? Right? We keep wanting to say he's this, he's that, he should be this. He's just not it, y'all. Right? He's just not MVP, head of the snake caliber. Like he's a very good player, probably going to be a future Hall of Famer. However, he's not the guy we want him to be.
What we want him to be. Exactly, Coach. Exactly.
He don't want to. So I get the Lakers part. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. The experiment in Milwaukee is still confusing me a little bit, right? I don't know if it's working or if it's not. Because from night in to night out, it looks as if Giannis and Dame aren't on the same page. The other night they had a good game where both of them scored in the 30s, but I think that was the first time all season that's happened. But right? Coach, they still hadn't.
Real quick, you know what's crazy, Coach? It's funny you say that. They actually play better when they're not on the floor together.
Thank you. Thank you. Like the team is better when one or the other isn't there. So I'm still trying to figure out, is that marriage going to work? On paper, it looks beautiful, right? But I'm just like, I don't know. Now, I got to go to the Boston Celtics.
There you go. I was going to bring them up, but go ahead.
Boston Celtics is another confusing franchise. I'm going to tell y'all like this, and I know he's an Atlanta kid, but Boston is much better without Jaylen Brown, right? I think it's kind of, I don't think Tatum is in this, but I think it's an organization thing of, hey, Jason, it's your turn. Now you got to give something to Jaylen. I don't think it's that dynamic between them, but I think organization-wise, it's like, hey, man, we're paying him $300 million. You got to let him be him. You got to let him be top dog some nights. Right. And they just don't play well when Tatum is being top dog. And I really don't understand the dynamic of running him at the point guard position. He's not a point guard. Why is he initiating offense? He can't dribble. Like, this is even real. He can't dribble. So him at the point guard, I love the addition. I think Peyton Pritchard is playing extremely well. Wow. He is a major surprise for them, and I think he deserves more tick. He's not getting it right now, but I think he deserves more tick. So the Boston Celtics are a team that I think can be championship worthy. But however, I think the front office is going to have to figure out that dynamic of Tatum and Brown.
They should let one of them go. They should.
Yep.
Well, it definitely should. It's Tatum's town.
Yep.
It's Tatum's town. But like you just say, Coach, because you gave him that super max, it's like you gotta justify, right? Like, hey, he need 15 shots.
Yep.
He need to average like 25 because he the high paid player on the team, but he's not the best player on the team.
Nope.
And that's the part that just is mind blowing. It's just like, oh my God, why did y'all even give him a super max? Why?
Well, that's what Hancock said. Would never have paid him that money.
Never.
Yeah, and I ain't, look, it don't take but one person to say you deserve it. So I'm not here to count nobody or tell nobody that they shouldn't do it or whatever. But I just wouldn't gave it to him.
Hey, Big H.O., you know what I say? It's a line me and my bro got on the podcast. If you get something, you deserve it. Even if you don't deserve it, you deserve it. It's for you, right? Even if you don't deserve it, you deserve it because it's for you. So,
because you're not gonna say no. You ain't gonna say no.
You ain't gonna say, nah, man, I can't take that. I can't take 300 million. There's too many Dave Chappelle's in the world that's gonna turn down money.
Coach, just give me 230. I'll be happy.
I'll be all right with 230. No. So he deserved it, but it's Boston's fault for giving it to him.
Yeah. All right, man. We got to get on. We done with the hot news. We about to jump into some Falcons report. Got my main man. Make sure you gonna love him. My main man, Smitty Smith, Antoine Smitty Smith, join Sports Roundtable. Him, he bring everybody from YouTube over. We appreciate y'all tuning in to Sports Roundtable. My main man, Smitty Smith. What's going on, Smitty?
What's up with you, Doc?
Ain't that shaking, man. I had to get you on after we got into first place again, and first place wasn't good to us last time, but I'm gonna try to keep it positive.
You got me on with the right person there, the corner up there.
Yeah, I got my main man Maceo and
yeah
in here tonight, baby. We rocking and rolling. So my first question is this, Smitty. Well, I'm not going to give you no question. I'm going to tell you what I think first. You know, I'm going to tell you that what I saw is the players are tired of losing.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see it in CP, the way he ran the ball. You can see it in Bijan, the way he ran the ball. You can actually see it in Ritter, the way, I don't know if y'all saw when he broke out and ran for a first down. And in the middle of the run, he switched the ball into the outside hand.
Yeah.
So, to me, I'm just saying, it looks like the players are tired of losing. And I'm not giving Arthur Smith no credit for winning this game or getting the Falcons, to a win, because, all of us played sports before, and we done all had meetings amongst ourselves. We're gonna be like, man, you know what? Don't even worry about what coach say. Let go ahead and go out and win. And Smith, I think that's what happened against the Saints. And tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, that's just what I saw.
I mean, you right to a certain extent, but they can't step out on the field without the coaches. But they did exactly what
Arthur Blank is holding that up.
They did exactly what I said they had to do, and that's pound the football, man, with those three running backs. And I said that in my preview, post game, and all that. It's just the recipe for a win. You saw when they did it in Tampa Bay, even though Ritter turned the ball over 3 times, they still won the football game. So their British boys are going to wear down defenses and open up Bijan in space and take deep shots. They got to take more deep shots down the field. Can Ritter do it? Still don't know. But I saw a little resurgence from this team last weekend, and with the schedule they got coming, I think they can keep it going. It just depends on if the coach keeps them motivated to win. That is the key question. So we'll see.
Tell me about the play of who's actually gonna be my baller of the week, Jesse Bates. Tell me about his play, and is he actually the best player on the team, or he's just the best player on the defense?
Ooh, that's a tough question, but right now he's the best player on the team because without two of those games where the first game had multiple interceptions, they win that game. Against the Saints, pick 6 set the tempo for the game. And even though they had a bend but don't break defense, for some reason when Jesse Bates plays in the box, they step it up. He helps them set the edge. He plays well against the run, and he drops back in coverage pretty well. So, he's the best player on the team. But don't get it twisted. Athletic-wise, I still think Kyle Pitts is the most athletic person on the team. They just got to figure out a way to give him the football. And now that I see it, and I'm going to just be honest, they need to build this offense around Bijan and make Kyle Pitts their top weapon and not Drake London.
Okay. Caden Ellis played a very decent game against his former team. How did you grade him out playing against his former team this past Sunday?
He get a solid B+, man, easily, because he's been one of the big surprises for me because I didn't know what to expect. Him coming over, only having 1 year of experience under his belt, but coming over with Ryan Nielsen, it was a benefit to him because he already knew the system, and he's helping the guys along. And boy, Caden Ellis, if they have to switch a guy to edge rusher next year when Troy Anderson returns, because I hope they re-sign Nate Landman, Caden Ellis could be that guy to just break out because you can see him from any direction, disguising blitzes next year. But this year, I think he's the leader on that front seven, but Jesse Bates just takes this team to another level. And I'm going to be real. I did not expect his secondary to play like they have, but Jerry Gray has put in the work all season to make this team solid at the cornerback position. And make sure your boy, A.J. Terrell, people don't give him credit, and sometimes, I have something bad to say about him, but one thing about AJ, he's probably one of the toughest players on this team, other than Grady Jarrett.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and Maceo and Smith. I'm gonna let y'all watch D. Will smile real quick. Talk to us about the competition with Richard Grant and Mr. Helms from Alabama.
Oh, here we go. I want to hear this. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Smitty, so I want you to tell me, Mr. Helms starting to get a little more tick.
Helms a dog. I'm sorry. Helms
He's starting to get a little more tick in the Western College because we've seen Richard Grant blow a couple of coverages in a couple of games here. So do you see Helms overtaking that spot, or do you think they're going to continue to rotate?
Go ahead, D. Will.
No, I'm talking to you. I was asking you. I was going D. Will going to be smiling.
Well, yeah. Helms a dog, man. I knew it. He wasn't called a hitman in Alabama for nothing. Dude can play well, and when he play in the box, he's a younger version of Tyrann Mathieu, if you want me to be honest. Only thing he needs to work on is his instincts. If he can work on his instincts and coverage, I think he could be probably the next guy next to Jesse Bates to keep this secondary solid. Because Richard Grant, I'm gonna be honest, I done lost all confidence. Richard need to change his name to Poe. Richard need to change his name to Poe Man Grant because he's just not working no more.
Oh wow, not working no more, huh?
Hey, listen, I'm glad you love Helms like that because, and Smitty, that was a great breakdown of him. He brings the wood, right? He will lay you out. He doesn't mind stepping up in run support and making plays. However, in pass coverage, he is burnt toast, right? Yep. Like his technique is bad and he gives up a lot of big plays. However, it's one of those catch-22 things, like it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. We know what he does well. Let's put him in positions to make him successful, right? At Alabama, he was asked to do some things that he wasn't capable of doing because we weren't as deep in the secondary, right? So he had to do a little bit more than what he's probably capable of. Now that he's gotten to the Falcons, you see him being the best version of himself. Like you say, if they can develop that pass defense from him, they're going to have a Pro Bowl player.
Yeah, and he got the right person that's guiding him in Jerry Gray. Man, Jerry Gray has put some great talent out on the field. If y'all watch him over the years and during his playing days, he was actually a 4-time Pro Bowl, so he knows the game of football in and out. And if he can keep teaching DeMarco Helms along the way, and if he stays here after this season, DeMarco Helms, like you said, he's gonna be a Pro Bowl player. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
The boy dog. Man.
One thing I liked about what I saw from Helms Sunday when he made that hit and he got up and taunted that dude. That's the type of bite that the Atlanta Falcons need on this defense. Aggressiveness. That's what they need. They need
so easily to say that DeMarco Helms is a steal for the Atlanta Falcons. The
7th round. Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
I love
Richard Grant. Your playing time is about to get a little small here, buddy.
Think about one of the guys that they flipped over to go get Richard Grant, Javon Holland in Miami. That dude is probably one of the most versatile players in the league.
Yeah,
he's a top 5 safety in my book, and that 100-yard return showed his kick return ability. So they got a steal in Miami. Miami got a good team down there. All they got to do is stay consistent. That's it.
Yeah. All right, talk to me about Desmond Ritter and his play on Sunday, despite of the play calling.
Do I really got to talk about this? But but I'm gonna be real. One thing I like about Desmond, he did make some mistakes during the game, but in the second half he kind of like hit a switch, and when he made those turnovers, he just kept fighting back, and he found Bijan. I think he was getting blitzed on that play. Found Bijan for that long touchdown pass, but he still has a lot of growing to do with anticipation, reading defenses. He's still struggling with that a little bit, but one thing about it, what's going to help him, if this run game ends up being the caveat of this team, it takes some pressure off his shoulder and probably makes his throws a little bit easier. May find more open receivers, but only time to tell. But that's really up to Arthur Smith and his play calling, because like I tell y'all, his situational play calling is awful, especially in the red zone.
Yeah,
you look at this guy in the red zone. You got 3 workhorse backs on the bench, and you throwing the ball inside the 5-yard line. Make it make sense.
On a 4th and 2, you running your quarterback. I'm talking about on a read option.
And you got a 4-4 running back who cut quick on the dime and can find a hole. He can get you 2 yards, I'm sure.
Have we ever seen CP run with that much passion, or was that just sick of losing?
2 years ago. The older he gets, the more gas he's going to run out of. And he's in a perfect situation now with 2 guys in front of him, so he won't run out of gas usually by right about this time, he's out of gas. But now they can use him in more roles than just running back, and I think that's perfect for him. And they need him in goal line, which I think they should start doing. At 6'2", 235. He's in a perfect position, and I think going forward they need to use him on inside the 10 in the red zone, and not Desmond Ritter arm or his legs.
Right. All right, Smitty. Let's talk about some of these people that haven't got released.
Oh Lord,
Derek Barnett, and what's my other guy who just got released?
Smitty, we don't want him in Atlanta either. Smitty, don't you start that.
I already done it. Too late.
Oh my God, Smitty. Anytime somebody get cut, coach, Smitty want him in Atlanta, coach. Everybody.
So you want to pick up everybody's trash?
No. This is how it works with my channel. If anybody asks me the question, I answer it. Just that simple. It ain't that I want them, because some of them I know not gonna work out. But Derek Barnett actually was a Ryan Nielsen type defensive lineman. He don't like slim guys, speed guys. He like power and speed and hand usage. That's where he teaches. So you see Ebiketie is starting to come around. He leads the team at 4.5 sacks. So Derek Barnett would have been a good fit, and with his contract, I think it would have been affordable at $420,000. Same for Shaq. Darius Leonard with the coach.
Darius Leonard, that's right.
I think he would have been a fit, because we need linebacker help. Andre Smith is the only backup that we have right now.
Right.
So other than that, I think they could have used either one of those players. But like I said, I understand, because they know what's coming up in the offseason. So they got to prepare.
How do you see this game Sunday? What do we need to do to continue in the winning ways on Sunday against a defense that is very, very, very good?
Same thing, but what they don't tell y'all, they're very bad against the run. And that's what we excel at, and that's what we're going to have to do. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be cold. So running football, that's going to be the key to the game for both teams. Because we talk about these quarterbacks, and Tim Boyle, who almost beat us in Detroit, he gets to start another week. They just done threw Zach Wilson to the Wolves. He might not never play again. But one guy I want y'all to watch out for this game, and that's and I said it last night on my show. Kyle Pitts, man, this is the perfect game for him to break out, because if you're going to run the ball effectively, he is going to beat those linebackers and those safeties. All they have to do is get a one-on-one, and he went that battle all day. So I think Kyle Pitts is the key to this game, but running the football is going to be key for the team, because I know they're going to play good defense, because I just feel it, man. That energy that I felt last week, I hadn't felt that probably in 4 or 5 weeks.
Is it that we go play good defense or the Jets just horrible on offense?
They bad on offense. But they have a nice running back in Breece Hall, and I'm gonna worry about that kid, man, because he's a Bijan Robinson type talent. He can hit a hole and he can go. So and he has power. So he's gonna be scary for me. But like I said, with the quarterback situation, running the football is gonna be key. And I think I would take Ritter over Boyle slightly, and because of his legs, and that's
Slightly.
Slightly.
Look, Hancock didn't make the show, but he's in the chat all night. He said, "Who's gonna throw him the ball?" He's talking about who gonna throw pitch the ball.
Well, let Arthur Smith tell it. Jonnu Smith might throw it to him.
Yeah, that's sad. Now we don't need Arthur Smith to get cute Sunday. Now it's gonna be raining and cold. So is there any way you can send a message to him? FedEx, don't get cute Sunday.
No, I think the coaches need to do that. I think the defensive coach need to talk to him, just tell them to run the football. We got the rest of it. Because if they just get 1 to 2 turnovers on offense, I think that could be the key to the whole game. I think it's going to be a quick game. It's going to be a slugfest running the football. So whoever wins the trenches is going to win the game. So
are you anticipating a low scoring game? Do we take the under? Or you taking the Falcons over the spread?
Oof, I'm going 13-10. I'm going under.
It's gonna be that low scoring? Okay, 13-10.
Yeah, like I said, they're gonna chew up the clock. Yeah. And we all know Young Wei Koo is the top scorer, so
13-10, huh? I already given your prediction. 13-10 Falcons, I'm assuming, right?
That's crazy.
Yep.
All right, so if I call my online bookie, if I take the under, I'm gonna put Smitty by
it. Well, when you win that big money, make you sit in that envelope. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, we'll run over to the Big Easy Grill, Smith, and let you get some of them old shrimp, bro. Once you eat one of them shrimp, you go be hooked for life. I can promise you that.
Yeah, I heard the food pretty good, man.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, we gotta get over there. Maybe we can do a show from over there, a Falcons report or something.
Hey, I'm down.
And really get down with it. Yes, sir. All right, Smith. Real quick, what's the culture of now that we're back in first place? Are we still talking about we need to draft a quarterback for next year, or we go ride with Arthur Smith and Ritter going forward?
I mean, that's up to Arthur Blank naturally, but me, I'm going to be looking in the quarterback market because, as I've said, and I've been saying this for 2 years, actually, he has never had to develop a quarterback. It's not going right for him right now. So a veteran is his best shot if he wants to be successful. Tennessee, he had Mariota and Tannehill, Matt Ryan when he got here, Mariota again last year, and now he finally has to develop somebody that's not going well.
Yeah, I agree. Not going
that's
well.
That's real spiel. That's real spiel.
So you saying that we need to you say draft a quarterback. What quarterback you like if you had to draft one coming out right now?
It's tough, but I have to go Drake May. I think they need a strong quarterback, and I think he reminds me a little bit of Justin Herbert. And I think we need that kind of quarterback to get these weapons to football. And I know Atlanta fans love mobile quarterbacks, but one thing about it, a pocket passing quarterback, to me, the IQ is just slightly a little bit higher because they can anticipate and they can read the defenses a little bit better. See, because when the guy uses his legs, as soon as it break down, what he gonna do? Run. So I would love to see a pocket passing quarterback.
D. Will, who would you take if you the GM for the Falcons and quarterback coming out if you had to choose?
Man, I kind of agree with that Drake May pick because, like I say, he's a big, strong arm quarterback. But anybody, like anybody better than what they got. Like, let's just keep it real. So if we want to talk about what we're gonna do, that's what they should do. They should get somebody else because that kid, H.O., I understand why you at him all the time. He can't play, man. Like Hancock said it earlier in the season, he can't play. So they got to get somebody. And like I say, I will go with Drake May if it was somebody, because I don't think Caleb Williams is going to be available.
Don't ask Maceo because I know he's outside already. Go ahead.
What was my answer? What's my
You
answer?
gonna say Michael Penix probably?
No,
Jaden
hell
Daniels.
no,
Jaden Daniels.
no. So this is really the question.
Okay.
Because the Falcons are probably gonna win too many games to be in that area to draft a good quarterback. So what you really have to ask yourself is, outside of the Caleb, the Drake May, Jaden Daniels, Penix. I don't really like Penix. I don't think Penix is gonna be a good NFL quarterback, but we'll see.
Nah, throwing motion messed up.
Yeah. So you got to really ask yourself who
Tim Tebow.
Like.
Penix is Tim Tebow.
You
Mark my
tried.
word.
Oh, I ain't mad at you. I don't think he's gonna project to the NFL. I don't think he's gonna project. But for the Falcons, it's who do you like secondary? Because Caleb and Drake May are gonna be the apple of everybody's eye in that top.
I'm gonna tell you like this, like I said the other night on my post game show. It's time for the Falcons to take a chance. It's time to turn things around. And so just like we went up the board for Julio and the Chiefs went up the board for Patrick Mahomes, we got to have that type move. If they're in the top 12, I'm packing the first round pick and Kyle Pitts and I'm shifting to whoever want him and going to get that number 2 pick.
I feel you.
Hey, so let me throw this out there.
Hold
What
on,
about
so he just said that Kyle Pitts is finna have a breakout, but at the end of the season, let's put a bow on him and ship him up out of there.
I'm talking about that for this game though. This could be a breakout game.
right?
But I've been saying since last year I can see them trading Kyle Pitts. 1 is injuries and 2 is numbers. And those are the 2 most important things when it comes to getting a contract. If he's not in line to get a top contract, you got to ship him out, man.
They took that man at 4.
Well, everybody make mistakes. We took Andre Bruce at number 1, but what happened with that?
Wow.
Took a tight end at 4.
But make sure, don't you remember me saying that? And you said, man, their front office will get fired if that happened. When I said Kyle Pitts, because I knew it. When Julio left,
you don't take a tight end at 4. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Would you take your chances on the Bo Nix?
Ooh, I would say no, because to me he just has average arm strength. He reminds me of a Chad Pennington or somebody like that.
Dang.
And Bo Nix is not that big either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. He's only about 6 feet, 6'1", right? And we see how Bryce Young's struggling. Like, and I think Bryce is a much better quarterback than Bo Nix, right? So if we see what Bryce is doing,
Bryce needs his hot chair. That's all.
Don't do my boy like that. But yeah, Bo too small. Man. I don't see him working out on the next level.
Yeah, I mean, they hyping this quarterback class up, and some of these players, I just don't see it. I mean, it just maybe me, but it's only like 3 quarterbacks in this whole draft that I really like.
All right, Smitty, when you heard that Arthur Blank came out and said that he's going to stick with Arthur Smith for the rest of the season and even next year, what was your thought? What was your honest opinion and thought?
I don't trust it because look at what he said at the end of the statement. If they unravel or they tune out the coach, he gone. They did that already. So why you saying all this? One Julio supposed to retire your Falcon. One Matt Ryan supposed to retire your Falcon. Come on, man. So
you put that pressure on Arthur Blank, huh?
Yeah, I don't trust it till I see it.
I feel you. All right, fellas, we got any more questions for Smitty?
Now Smitty just hurt my feelings. He said he's gonna trade Kyle Pitts and get Kyle Pitts up out of here.
Mm.
First thing smoking out of here.
But what did you just say? You don't take a tight end at number 4.
Oh no, listen.
If they can use that,
I told you don't take him at 4, no way. But
you did.
yeah.
And I got a question for him before we go. Smitty,
Go ahead.
explain to me what you do at Algier, right? Because you see the pop out of him each and every week. But we all know this is Bijan's backfield, right? Is that a piece that you can put together in a package to go up and get that number 2 pick or bring something in that can help you on the defensive side of the football?
Ooh, that's a great question. That's a great way to put it. I would say yes. If they can get the right package and get the right get back for trading him out, yeah, I do it because guess what? Braylon Allen, 19 years old in Wisconsin, same type back as CP. Power, strong, speed. He's probably going to be a 2nd-round pick. He's going to be there. So you got to have somebody to pair with Bijan. So if you get the right, pieces around Algier trade, I do it. Because let's be real, CP not coming back. I think he almost out the league, period. But if Braylon Allen is there in the 2nd round and they make a deal, I'm doing it all day.
Man. All right, Smitty, man. We sure appreciate this Falcon report, bro. Go ahead and let everybody know where they can find your information and where they can find all of your shows and your podcast.
Yeah, just find me on Twitter at FatBoySlim_21 and YouTube, Smitty Sports Machine, man. That's where I keep everything. That's why I drop everything. And y'all just tune in because y'all helping me get to where I'm almost at 10,000, man. So keep pushing that subscribe button to help me get there.
There you go. All right, Smitty, man. We appreciate it. We'll go talk to you soon, bro.
Peace.
All right. My main man, Smitty.
Smitty from the city.
Yeah, giving out that fast report, man. You do a great job over there on YouTube. So we appreciate that. All right, man. With that being said, we're gonna keep this thing moving and shaking. It is now time to go to the chat and talk about these ballers and busters. Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Ballers and busters.
Ooh, shout out them Tar Heels.
Yeah.
My bad. Shout out them Tar Heels, baby. Tar ceiling is the roof. Oh, my bad. My bad, Horace. My bad. Ceiling is the roof, though. Yes.
There you go.
We hooping tonight, now. I don't know what y'all gonna do at 9:15. We hooping tonight, though.
Yeah.
Well, you saw what we did last night, dropping one at home to Clemson. My goodness, come on.
ACC, SEC challenge, baby.
Yeah. It is what it is. All right, man. Ballers and busters. Go ahead in the chat. Give me your ballers and give me your busters. I'm gonna go ahead and start this thing off. My baller this week is Jesse Bakes, Bijan Robinson, and Cordero Patterson for showing up in the game against the Saints and said, in spite of, we gonna play to win and we gonna do everything we can to win because we're tired of losing. That's my baller for this.
I can dig it.
All right, make sure what you got,
dude. Giving a huge baller, Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
Baltimore Ravens, man. This kid, pre-draft, people called me crazy when I was like, this dude is one of the best playmakers in this draft. Dude, if you just looked at what he did at Boston College, yeah, he's small in stature, but you can't coach that speed, dog. Man, Zay Flowers, super baller for me. And I'm going to give another baller award. And y'all ain't going to like this, but I'm going to give it to Coach Arthur Smith because he could have easily effed this thing up on Sunday. And he almost did. But I don't know if he wrote a note to himself. I don't know if somebody was screaming in the headphone. But he stayed with the running game. Usually he get off track. He lost it for a second, but he got back on. So, man, I'm going to give a ball to Arthur Smith because he could have, 50 years of hip-hop, all that stuff going on in the dome. he could have really screwed this up, man, but he didn't, man. So shout out to Arthur Smith. I'm gonna give him a little love this week. Probably the only week I'm gonna ever give him love, but I'm gonna give him love this week.
All right, well, I won't be getting in that car with you this week, but
You know, Big H, you ain't gonna never get no Atlanta coach.
Nah,
not the coach. No stir.
Yeah, he's awful for a reason. All right, D-Will, what you got? What you got for your baller?
Well, this is easy. Like, y'all should be able to tell me what my ball is. 4th and goal from the 31. It's Jalen freaking Milroe. Are you kidding me? Y'all watched it? Like, that's a baller, right? That was a baller play. Man, listen, I get it. Y'all know how Jordan Hare is, because Georgia suffered in the mojo of Jordan Hare Stadium, right?
It's a tough place to be. It's a tough place to be.
It's like I'm gonna give it the credit, right? It's one of the hardest stadiums to play in the SEC, especially when the lights come on, right?
Without a doubt. Night
You
game.
keep talking about the kick six was 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
If people forget, a couple of weeks before that was the miracle at Jordan Hare, the tip touchdown against Georgia, right? So for us to do that in that place, let's remember, 2 years ago when we played there, it took 4 overtimes, right? So it's not like that's a rivalry. You throw the records out the window, right?
All day.
You just don't. But for Jalen Milroe to take the heat that he's taken all season long, he can't throw. He can't do this. He can't do that. You can call it what you want to, Marlon. I don't care. A play is a play. You gotta make the play, and the play was made by Jalen Milroe. And in my opinion, yes, you can call it bad defense by not putting pressure on him, by giving him time to survey, but you had 8 people back there. Like, it's 8 covering 4. You had 3 double teams and 2 singles on the outside. It was a 1.5 yard circumference that he was able to fit that ball. That is literally throwing it into a bucket. So we got to give him credit where credit is due, because the play was made. So my ball of the week is Jalen Milroe, for sure.
Amen.
So Nick Saban say they practice that. They practice that play.
I
was like, how do you practice that?
He a lie. That was luck. Right? Don't you know how they say it's when opportunity meets what preparation? That's luck. Opportunity meets preparation. That was luck, right? You ain't prepared for that, right? It was an opportunity, and Jalen Milroe made a play. Period. Nick Saban, I love Nick. Nick, my guy, but he lying.
All right, that's it. You got Mason over there.
Hey, man. They had the nerve to rush 2 with a spy who wasn't even spying.
Bruh, what is you spying on 4th and goal from the 30? What you think he gonna run for it? Are you serious?
Hey, look, the center and the both guards, they had nobody block. They were
just dancing. Like, yeah, that was bad defense. Marlon, I'm not saying it was good defense. It was really bad scheming, but that's why they're Auburn. Right?
If that man got a job still, bruh.
Woo.
Hey, man. I would have took him out the Tombs corner, and I would have told everybody, hey, y'all just throw tissue at him. Don't worry about these trees. Y'all throw it at him. When I roll back through, he need like a mummy.
Right.
That was unbelievable.
It was bad. It was bad. But thank you, Auburn. We appreciate it.
All right, time for the buster. My buster was obviously will go to the Auburn defense on 4th and 31. Also, I'm gonna give my buster to a billionaire, which is David Tepper, owner for the Carolina Panthers.
He's bad.
Who in a press conference tried to defend the drafting of Bryce Young, but also mentioned C.J. Stroud in the same sentence. Why are you bringing his name up if you're defending Bryce Young? What's the point of bringing C.J. Stroud name up? I just, billionaires. I know they can pay their way out of certain things, but sometimes some of the things that come out of their mouths, and obviously you can tell he's not a football guy. He's
period. He too rich.
He's
man.
owning the team as a hobby because his money got boring.
He too rich. He too rich.
So that's my bustle. All right, Marcel, what you got?
Dude, everybody tell me I be on these boys' head. I'm gonna be on the head one more time. Justin Herbert, man. Justin Herbert, dude. Never ever have I seen a guy get so many passes from mainstream media and all this. Okay, he got the dumbest coach in the NFL. We get all that. This guy is 233 left in the game. He's this elite quarterback that didn't have to beg for money like Lamar. They just gave it to him. Extension, here it go. And he never can get it done. It was 2:33 on the clock. He had every opportunity to drive his team down. And on cue, he can't make a play, but nobody gives this guy no flack. They just let it slide. I ain't letting it slide, man. Dude is a buster. He gonna forever be a buster, and he ain't gonna win nothing. But keep giving him 150, 200 million. Hell, give him 300 million. That man is an average quarterback. Man is, if he done had 60 stars, he 30-30. That's all he is.
Ooh.
But nobody calls him out. They call Dak out. They call Jalen Hurts out. They call everybody out. They don't call these white boys out. And they definitely don't call Justin Herbert out. Forever a buster. Forever a buster.
Forever a buster. All right, D-Will. I'm pretty sure you probably concur, but I'm gonna let you give your own buster.
You know, I've been on that boat. I've been in the car with him for a long. I'm taking this long ride with you on Justin Herbert. And I'm gonna tell you somebody else. And Hancock gonna hate me for it. But it is the boy in Buffalo.
Coach! He the most overrated quarterback in the NFL, Coach.
Lord Jesus. He is the GWH, the Great White Hope. I've been saying this forever. He'll play good, but what has he won? Right? You give me this number. Well, I can give you 6-6 because that's their win-loss record this year in a Super Bowl contending team. He has all the pieces, right? But since Brian Daboll bolted to New York, he has been bad. The one game against Kansas City 2 years ago is what everybody is hanging their hat on. And guess what that game was? A loss. So you keep telling me he's good when he's not. Yeah, the game they played the other night was great. What did they do? Lost.
Coach.
So
hold on, Coach. When they needed him most, Coach, what did he do?
Come on, man. He does what he does. He turns the football over.
There you go.
So, man, I'm with you on the Justin Herbert, but Josh Allen, man, is the same thing.
You're gonna raise me, Josh Allen. You're gonna show me Justin Herbert. I raise you, Josh Allen. You win, Coach. Coach, you win, Coach. You win.
That is because those are two busters, and the NFL continues to hype them up because they need the GWH.
Oh my God, they're top 5. Look at their arms.
Right.
We got
he can make every throw. But listen, you sitting here telling me Jalen Hurts, who does nothing but win, is not a top 5 quarterback. Okay. I got you.
He's only lost 4 games as a starter, right?
4.
Since he's been in the league.
4. And he's 2.5 years in to a starting spot with a Super Bowl appearance. Stop it, man.
Second round pick. Remember all they said about him coming to the NFL? He can't do this. I think he's a running back.
Come on, man.
Get out of here with them 2.
And then they wanted to hit you with, he has the best offensive line in the country. Well, if you watch the Eagles play, that offensive line sure be giving up a lot. They don't protect them very well. If you watch Kelsey the other night, Kelsey got mollyhopped the other night. He got pancaked the other night several times, giving up pressures to Jalen Hurts where he had to make plays. So I'm just saying, I'm with Macy on this, man. He went Justin Herbert. I'm going Josh Allen because those are the two most overrated busters in the league. And last week, as much as they want to say they did, they still lost football games.
Get them out of here.
Yep.
Hey, y'all lucky that Carson Wentz not in the league because
he in the league.
Well, y'all lucky he's not
he
really playing. Though. Yeah, but he's not really playing like, you know, if he was playing like those guys were, then yeah, it'll be another one of them situations.
Right.
God. They love them, man. Every year, oh my God, top 5. They can throw the ball. Oh my God, they can throw the ball 80 yards in the air.
Right.
Can he throw a deep out?
Right.
How far is Joe Burrow on that list?
Joe good.
Yeah, Joe had like a brother. You know, Joe think he want us. You know,
right? He does.
And Joe can actually play.
He just can't stay healthy right now.
He can't stay healthy. But these two guys, oh my God. Oh my God. I'd be so sick of every preseason. Here we go. They on every list. They're number 2 and number 3. Oh my God. Their arms, their IQ. Oh my God. Dude.
Yep.
When they needed Josh Allen, somebody text me because they know I be on Josh Allen head. They text me like, "You watching the game?" I'm like, "No, I'm watching Cleveland. I'm watching the Cleveland game." You're like, "Oh, Josh Allen out here doing everything but selling popcorn." I said, "Oh, okay." As soon as I turn over there, he throw the interception that changed the game. I say, "Oh, yo, you right. He doing what he do.
Right.
My bad. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, D. Will, before we move on, I'm gonna go ahead and let you comment on Marlon's buster for the week. Because since you're in the entertainment business, I'm gonna let you rattle off.
I'm gonna give you this much. Facts. That is a great statement. I was gonna mention it. King Harris is a buster, right? Right? For sure. Not of the week overall, right? Like, I don't care that he's 18. He's an 18-year-old buster, right? But I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna stick somebody else in that pot with him. Coi Leray. Right? Coi Leray and King Harris have the same syndrome. I want to be from the hood. Both of y'all grew up millionaires with your daddies in the spotlight, spoon feeding you that's not silver spoon, the platinum spoon into your mouth. However, y'all sit back here and disrespect them and say, "Oh, Coi Leray was like, oh, I slept in my car. This boy talking about, I grew up with roaches." Well, you ain't grew up with, you grew up in Eagles Landing. That thing got 4 gates to get into the thing.
On the lake, the lake in his backyard.
Come on, man, stop it. Like, so yeah, King Harris is not a buster of the week. He is a buster, period.
For life.
For life. For life. Sorry, T.I., you my boy. Salute the king, but your son's you raised a buster.
Oh my God. Oh my
now,
God.
Many would say that King is a what they call it, a prison baby, because he was in prison when the King was born.
Well, you know, let's not act like T.I. was a saint growing up, right? T.I. was off the chains as well at that age. So we shouldn't expect much from his seed to be off the chains. However, his seed is off the chains for a totally different reason, because T.I. come from it, right? He was living the life that he grew up in. King is living his daddy's life that he didn't have to grow up in.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
Right. Okay. I got a question in the chat. Mason, you want to take those?
An ideal situation would be for the Falcons to trade up to get Marvin Harrison Jr. Woo, Lord, let me tell y'all something. If the Falcons draft another offensive piece that early, people are going to lose their mind. Dude, you got Bijan at 8. You got Drake London at 5. You know what I'm saying?
4.
You got the unicorn. Oh my, he's not a unicorn, but you got the unicorn. Arthur Smith cannot draft another offensive piece. He got to draft a defensive lineman immediately. Marvin Harrison, his name should even come up in no meeting in Flowery Branch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No.
Grady Jarrett ain't gonna be there forever, y'all.
No. You gotta start fixing this defense. They hadn't drafted a first round defensive player. Wasn't AJ Terrell? He a corner. They gotta get in the trenches. They got to get in the trenches. Y'all really want Arthur Smith to get fired? Yeah, that what y'all y'all try to get Arthur Smith fired.
That's what it is.
He can't take another offensive weapon. Period.
Well, the day that they do, I promise you, I'm lighting up my stogie quick. Promise you that.
Listen, can y'all see talk radio or like just in the streets if Marvin Harrison name come up in the offseason about moving up in the draft? Y'all, this city will go crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Can't do it.
So they came back and said, the problem isn't the guys we draft, is our play calling and the quarterback situation.
Yeah.
And our defense is currently number 7 with no pass rush.
Yeah.
Go out and get a veteran quarterback and watch the change, they said.
Because this is the thing, and I know Coach agree with me with this. With all the guys you passed up, and then you look at, even though, Jalen Carter wasn't going, they just weren't going to take him. But the fact you look at what he's doing, and you just like, dog, he was right there. You start looking at other guy like, man, we passed, we took this guy, but look at these, like, it's crazy the guys that, and I hate to keep doing this, but you just go back to the Kyle Pitts draft, like, why are you taking a tight end? I don't care what kind of talent he got. At 4, with all the needs that you had, and all the guys, that Kyle Pitts draft was a very good draft. And you take a tight end that you're not even using. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey, so what was that draft Michael Parsons was in when they
that was the draft.
That was the draft. Okay.
That was the draft. In every mock, and Smitty will tell you this. Anybody I talk to, any show I was on, I say if the Falcons were smaller, they'd take Parsons at 4. I said that everywhere. People were like, from Penn State, I say, dude, yes, because they talking about taking a tight end. Well, Kyle Pitts, the best player in the draft. All right. Okay.
All right.
Look at Parsons and look at Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Night and day.
Hey, who did they pass on when they took Takk McKinley from UCLA that draft?
They passed on a couple of big guys in that draft there. Oh my God. I'm drawing a blank right now, but dude, when they took Takk, remember, nobody even knew who Takk McKinley was.
Right.
Except for his controversy, that was it.
Right. Then you show up at the draft and you got a picture of your grandma under your arm, and you talking about how you gonna ball out. Man, they ran you out the city.
Yeah, Dixon said Michael Parsons and Sewell was a pick.
Look what Penei Sewell is doing in Detroit right now. Imagine him on this offensive line.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. A tight end at 4 who had 2 catches for 22 yards on Sunday. That's like his stat line weekly. It's crazy.
All right, there we go. They took Takk over TJ Watt.
Who right now is arguably the best defensive player in the football. He's definitely the best pass rusher in the NFL.
In the world.
I mean, it ain't enough for debate.
Right.
And the fact that they had nobody to go get the quarterback since damn John Abraham.
Exactly.
What are we doing? What are we? There go that name that keep floating up. Why is Rich McKay still in the building, y'all? Go ahead, the competition committee. That's what you do. You over the competition committee. Arthur Blank, send that man packing, man. Send him packing. He must know what a dead body's at or something.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, real quick off subject, and Maceo gonna love it. North Carolina's making Tennessee look remedial.
Bro, Bro, we taking them out back, dog. We taking
I mean,
them out back.
remedial. This is
Back. But we got too many white boys on this team. Though. I keep saying that. I can't stress that enough. Come on, coach. We too many white boys on the floor.
Yeah.
But ceiling is still the roof. Ceiling is still the roof.
Ceiling still the roof, huh?
Ceiling still the roof. Yeah, you do guys appreciate that. Ceiling is the roof.
All right, fellas, we finna go ahead and move this thing all the way down to our round table discussion, and we go jump into our round table discussion. And let me see here. Let me jump into my battle. We had it on all night. Now I want to put it on, but hey, it is what it is. All right, we go rank our top NFL teams 1 through 5. Yeah, we'll run through 5. Make sure I'm going ahead and start with you, bro. Who you got as your top 5 NFL teams right now today?
You want me to start at number 1 or at 5?
It's up to you. You tell me.
So at the top of the list, I'm start at the top. I put them in order. The Philadelphia Eagles. They the best team in football. I love teams who, no matter what, they just find a way to win. I continue to say this. For 50 minutes every week, the Philadelphia Eagles look like they don't know what they're doing. But when it's money time, the last 2 minutes of the game, dog, they just come dog. Jalen Carter blocks a damn field goal. Jalen Hurts, dog, he gonna run the ball. He's still getting the end zone. Oh, and Devontae Smith, dude, the most underrated star in the NFL. Oh my God, man. Devontae Smith is like that. I got Philadelphia at number 1. Number 2, I got the Baltimore Ravens. The only thing that concerns me with Baltimore, Lamar, can he stay healthy? Can he stay healthy without his security blanket and Mark Andrews? What's gonna happen? But right now I got them at 2. At 3, I got the 49ers. I said this when they were going through that love. Once Trent Williams come back, all of a sudden Brock Purdy will know how to play football again. When you don't have to worry about your backside, you can pat the ball and do all this stuff that he do. And Brandon Ayuk is the best player on that football team offensively. Love Ayuk. He's a baller. Number 4, got the Kansas City Chiefs. My biggest concern with them, who gonna catch the damn football? Who gonna catch the football? I mean, Pat Mahomes is Pat Mahomes. Pacheco is very nice, but Andy Reid got to be going crazy. Y'all know Andy Reid won't throw the ball 200 times, but if them jokers can't catch it, I mean, Pacheco it is. And at number 5, got to put the Dallas Cowboys in there. I think, and even though y'all know I'm a Cowboy fan, but I am very objective about my team. Right now, though, Dak is playing very good football. I know everybody keep going on about, the schedule, who they play. It's the NFL. Everybody good. But this is my concern, and I said this from the word go when Zeke walked out the door. You got to get a bigger back. You got to get a bigger back. Not going to win games in January running number 20 up through there. He's just too light in the ass. He's a change of pace back. He's just not the answer. In the draft next year, you better go get somebody who's 225, 230. But that's my top 5.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Dixie Way got their top 5 up. They got Philly, Ravens, 49ers, Kansas City, and the Dolphins. Not bad.
Yeah, and I think it's consensus, right? And the only thing you're really gonna change is that number 5 spot.
Yeah.
Right? You can put Miami there.
Because I got the Dolphins at 6. Because
right.
The Dolphins and the Cowboys are really the same team.
Exactly. Right. So it's who do you trust more, Dak or Tua? Tua, you scared of his health? Dak, you scared of him throwing it to the other team?
You scared of Dak?
So it's like pick your poison, right? So it's really a consensus because I got the same as Maceo, but however, I will put the Dolphins at 5, right? Just because the Cowboys started off so hot, then they hit their low, and then now they're hot again. And I'm gonna do a little change up in the top 2. I got Philly 1. I got KC at 2, right? And the reason I got KC at 2 is because despite all that we say that they don't have, they continue to win. Right? Like all that they don't have, they continue to win. I got Baltimore at 3, and then San Francisco. Okay. Brock Purdy. Goodness. You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy, I still can't trust. I don't care like what it is. I just can't trust him, right? I'm just not gonna be able to. So yeah, that's my 5. I got Philly. I got Kansas City at 2, Baltimore at 3, San Francisco 4, Dolphins at 5.
I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it.
All right, they go another chat, and make sure we got them Cowboys up at the 4th spot.
I just don't trust that running game. Well, y'all know I don't trust Mike McCarthy. I don't trust Mike McCarthy, dog. I don't trust Mike McCarthy. I don't. But we're gonna find out in 2 weeks when Philadelphia come to town. We're gonna find out in 2 weeks. We're gonna find out. I mean, the Seattle game Thursday tomorrow gonna be tough.
Yeah, I agree.
It's prime time. Everybody gonna be watching. I don't like when it's like that because for some reason Dak act like he get a little tight, you know. But maybe because Dak got a baby on the way, maybe that's why he playing a little looser now. I don't know, but I'll be watching tomorrow. I'll be watching. Yeah.
I got the same as you guys got, but I think I'm gonna go with the for the number 5 spot. I'm going 1A and 1B with the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. And I'm just showing love to the Lions because of all of what they have, you know, after watching that Bye Bye Barry documentary and all that they went through to see that, you know, that's a sympathy pick for me.
I just can't get over that loss last week.
It was bad.
That's a bad loss for Detroit. You know,
you wonder, Coach. You wonder, and this was my thought because the last 2 weeks, Jared Goff been playing a little suspect.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm starting to wonder, damn, did they peak? Did they peak too early?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta run the ball more. Like you got Montgomery and Gills back there. Like run the ball. Stop. Let's not act like Jared Goff can just go out here and throw the ball 40 times a game and you
right.
Like, let's not do that. Let's not do that. So,
but Macy, I'm gonna take
the lines.
I'm gonna take one out of your book. Next week, my 5 teams may change because again, it's week to week. It's a week to week thing. So
NFL, baby.
Next week, it may be. I mean, it could be the Jacksonville Jaguars at number 5. I mean, we never know because it's week to week. All right, man. So we're gonna have a little fun with this one. D. Will, you've never played. Make sure you never played this game, and I want our listeners to join in with us on this. And it is called the one-word game. I'm going to give you one name or one team. You give me one word to describe whatever I'm talking about. Just one word of the description.
Let me clear my mind. Okay.
Okay. There you go. All right. So we're gonna start out with the quarterback edition. And y'all, it don't matter who go first, but we're gonna do the quarterback edition. Jalen Hurts.
Animal.
One word to describe.
Animal.
Spectacular.
Okay, we gotta wait on our listeners to chime in.
Spectacular.
Spectacular. I'm gonna go with underappreciated. Okay, they saying strong. Okay.
Yeah.
Kirby Smart.
Competitor.
I like that. That's a good one.
I'm gonna get in trouble for this word, y'all. GOAT.
Ooh.
He is the current GOAT of college football. Right? And I'm not talking about overall. GOAT.
Okay.
Coach, it's funny. It's funny you say that. And I was telling people about this after the game, in his post-game press conference. He was so pissed off Saturday after the Georgia Tech game. Coach, he put them on that bus so fast and got them off North Avenue. He was hot.
Mm-hmm.
Coach,
that's a good one right here, McTown.
Coach, that joker, when I tell you, he wrapped that press conference up so fast. He was like, he talked to the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, them State Patrol cut them lights on so fast. They got the 85 so fast.
Yeah.
It was
that's why he the GOAT, man.
unbelievable. I don't even think they showered.
Right.
My
they
one,
could have their pads on.
Yeah. My one word for him is fiery.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so here we go. Y'all gonna enjoy this one. Josh Dobbs.
Crashing.
Ooh.
I kind of can't get one. Can I give you 1.5? Fool's gold.
We can make it one word.
Yeah. We can put a hyphen in there. Fool's gold. Because that's what it is.
I don't have a word for him, but I have a statement. And it is, you are what you are.
Hey man, go take your job at NASA. go be your engineer, because you can't engineer nothing on that football field.
Coach, that's why I said crashing. Because this the thing. I mean, y'all, we being real. It's a reason guys are backup quarterbacks. You know, your backup gives you 1 or 2 games. Your backup can't be your starter. Like, they asking him to carry them for the rest of the season. Like, dude, you are a backup. And I mean, we see it. It was cute what he did in Atlanta, then the next week. But I mean, like, dog, now I mean, you said it, H.O., you are what you are, man. You are what you are.
You are what you are. I mean, you are what you are.
It's a reason that you've been, you know, hey, you got apartment here, you got apartment there, you got, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm here. My car gonna be here next week. My clothes might be here the week after next. They done just said, hey, they not even committing him to be the starter. When they come out to buy, he might not even be the starter.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's keep this thing going. Steph Curry.
Oof. I'm gonna do this with y'all. Ain't gonna like it, but I'm gonna do it like this. Steph is just Steph, right?
Okay.
You know what you're gonna get from him. You know who he is.
Yeah.
You know what he's going to be. It's nothing else really you can say about Steph Curry than Steph. He is who he is. He is a great player.
I love that.
Period.
I
So
love that.
basically, Steph Curry has just put his name into the adjective category. His name himself is an adjective.
Yeah.
A description. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I get that, D.
But he been that, because when we go to high school gyms, when you watch college basketball, when somebody shoot long range, what you be like, Steph? Steph.
Bingo.
I like that, coach. That's dope right there. That's dope right there. Because I mean, that's what he's changed the way guys play basketball now. I mean, think about it, dog. Me and Coach Dollar, I bumped the Coach Dollar about a month ago, and we just started laughing. I like, Coach, Imagine us running figure 8 drill and somebody's pulled from 3. He just fell out. Like he say, but I would have ran all y'all ass out the gym.
Yeah.
Dog, think about it. When guys go on breaks now, dude, people going to spot. Now, ain't nobody cutting to the basket. You shot from somebody cut to the basket.
Yep.
Everybody going to the wing and spotting. That's stealth.
Hey, I played for Coach Dollar back in the day, man, and I'm gonna tell you, his favorite word was Lord ass. Boy. You remember that, Mace?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No. Do you know how do you know how he cut us? So from going to our sophomore year, now he got all of who he knew when he wasn't gonna keep. He said, "Hey, let me tell y'all something. I know all y'all parents. Y'all through growing. 1, 2, 3. See you next year."
Dang.
Okay, nobody was gonna check. That's good for Steph. Game changer or a regulator. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I agree. Hey, listen, y'all know I'm in these high school gyms, right?
Yeah.
I did a game. We did a game on Monday night, right? 63s were taken between the two teams. This is a 3A high school basketball game. They took 63s. Indian Springs from Birmingham, Alabama, they were in the game. They had 18 2-point shots. They had 40 threes. Come on, man. Like what world does that happen?
And most of them were bad shots when they coach.
All of them. I mean, fast break. Listen, wide open if you rim run. Instead of you rim running, you push him to the corner and you're on a fast break, stop and pull up for 3. Oh my God. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was exciting, but it was horrible.
I've been waiting to ask this question the whole week. I could not wait to ask this question. So this is not a one-word question. This is a question I need y'all to answer in full detail. Who had the greatest impact? Which signing was the greatest impact? And I'm gonna cross paths a little bit, but y'all bear with me. Kevin Durant to Golden State or Johnny Gill to New Edition?
Ooh. Listen, I don't like. I'm with Bobby Brown. He can't be Bobby even with Johnny Pipes. Like he could sing better than everybody, but he wasn't Bobby. Right? So, and Kevin Durant going to Golden State was the ultimate cheat code. Let's keep it real. Yeah. Like, that was the ultimate cheat code. But yeah, I like Johnny, and don't let my wife sit right here. She ain't gonna like this. She did not like no Johnny Gill with no New Edition. It was not her cup of tea.
And he couldn't dance.
He didn't fit.
He couldn't dance.
Okay. Yeah, he could.
So the lack of dancing is gonna really kind of put him out of this.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Couldn't dance.
Can't dance.
No,
he couldn't.
He couldn't. No, none of that. No. Think about the Popcorn Love video.
Oh yeah.
Or she gives me a bang. Can you imagine Johnny Gill being in that video? They would have to skip him. Like he couldn't did no breakdown. He couldn't did no popping, no locking.
Cool it now.
Oh no.
But with KD, listen, we were all mad. We were all mad at that signing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you called it a cheat code. When the rumblings was me just being a competitor, I say, ain't no, they just beat him. Ain't no way he gonna go over there. Now he want to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
He signed. I said, I don't even want to watch basketball. I don't even want to watch it. Because now you can't double Steph. Or you just can't double. No, you definitely can't double Clay. Clay just out there going crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I ain't like that, y'all. I ain't like that.
Yeah.
I still don't like it. I ain't even like it when he left. I was like, you might as well stay now.
Might as well.
Just win
Might as
by 8
well.
of them. Just win 8 of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, so this is my last one. I gotta ask Macy, of course, but this is my last one for the night. Who would have had more rings now that you brought that up? If KD would have stayed in Golden State, or if Kobe and Shaq would have stayed together?
Give me Kobe and Shaq. No. Time out.
I'm about to say.
Time out. Because time out. Shaq didn't want to win no more. Shaq had got satisfied, and that's why Kobe wanted his ass up out of there. He was like, "You MFer, go get in shape somewhere."
Yeah.
That last year, Shaq came in 400 pounds.
400.
Cause
he was balling all season.
Mm-hmm.
He was balling all off season.
Right.
KD them. Cause
if KD stays in Golden State, man,
oh my God,
the NBA is no fun.
Exactly.
It's no fun. It's not competitive because nobody's beating them. Nobody's beating them. Even with the injury to Clay, still nobody beating them.
Yeah, nobody beating them.
Right.
I agree. Coach, I 300% agree with that. And as much as I hated, like I say, him signing, and then we decide to leave, I'm like, dog, just stay there. Just run it up.
Right.
Just run up. They already hate you, dog. They already hate you.
Yep. Why don't you just get so many that they can't deny you?
They can't.
But he let the media pressure him. You got to do it with your own team. And look at him now. He ain't sniffed the finals since he left Golden State. And now they're saying, oh, KD's not as good as he said he was because he couldn't do it on his own. Why give them the fuel? Why give them that ammunition?
Mm-hmm. Maceo, you down at the flats more than anybody. And I had a question to come to me, and they wanted to know how good of a role could Tech be on based on how they played Georgia and based on what they see for the future. And I said, well, perfect question, because I can ask my man Maceo what he see in Georgia Tech. And do you think that they on the right track? Do you think they got the right coach? Because rumor has it Willie Fritz had the job, but from Tulane.
Willie Fritz had the job. Georgia Tech just didn't want to wait one more day. They were ready to announce. He wanted to tell his team. Tech was like, no, we want to announce it today. He was like, dog, just give me one more day. They couldn't give him one more day. He said, all right, well, whatever. And that's how they got Brent Key was the third choice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Brent Key was the third choice.
What do you say to all the Tech fans? Because I get a lot of people telling me we talk Georgia, but we'll never talk Tech. I don't know if you get that on your show as well. But
oh yeah, I get it all the time. But Tech is, I was surprised how good Haynes King was, because from week one when we saw him against Louisville, I was like, this ain't it. But as he got more comfortable in the offense, and then he way more athletic than I thought. I was like, oh my God, okay, he can run, he can do all these things. The biggest concern for Tech is the lack of NIL, because Brent Key, well, he's not a super fan of the transfer portal. He understands what to kind of go get out of it. He went and got Haynes. He went and got Blaylock, Dominique Blaylock. He got a couple other kids out the portal. They have to get bigger. Offensive line, defensive line. It was amazing to see how much bigger Georgia was than Georgia Tech. I mean, it was just, I was like, ugh. But Brent Key has to do a better job of using the city. It's resources here, but he has to be able to go and get those resources. And he has to use Atlanta like, dog, when you bring these recruits and you got to say, hey, man, you're going to be in Atlanta. You're going to be in the heart of the city. Dude, you 10 minutes from everything.
Mm-hmm.
And kids want to, dog, everybody love Atlanta. But he has to understand that, okay, this is what we are at Tech. This is who I'm going to get. And for me, he has to do a much better job of recruiting the city because kids will go to Tech, but he has to make Tech more. He got to sell the city. He don't do that enough. That's my biggest issue with the staff, period.
Okay. D. Will, have you seen any improvement in Georgia Tech at based on, you looking at it from a distance?
Well, they're not running that stupid triple option anymore. So at least they're advancing offensively where it can be appetizing for a top recruit to come play there, right? So at least they're trying to be more innovative on the offensive end. However, it just hadn't turned the corner yet and start producing wins. And we all know because we had a kid from Eufaula, a big kid, and his name just slipped my mind, who played, he was a freshman this year, but can't remember his name. But anyway, they can get top level players, right? They're starting to come into the state of Alabama and pluck some players out of here. They just got to continue to do it. And the thing is, it's going to take some big time wins. If you can win on a stage and let those recruits see that W, kind of Deion first couple of weeks of the season, if you can bring that type of excitement for your wins, you'll get some kids to start signing them.
Totally agree. Totally
Okay.
agree. They had some big, the last couple of weeks, the last couple of home games, some big time kids from around the country and in the state were at the game. But you gotta, like at that Georgia game, they play competitive, but dog, you gotta empty the playbook. You gotta find a way to win that game. Georgia had 11 starters out. I get all that. You got to find a way to win that game. And you can't, when they kept going out there kicking field goals, I'm like, bruh, man, you better chunk that thing or you better run a reverse pass or no, just let it all out because that's what nobody expected them to play Georgia that close, especially under Jeff Collins. Hell, Kirby and them came and they put up 50 by halftime. So the fact that Tech was in the game pretty much the majority of the game, it never really just got out of hand. Like I thought it was going. I was like, man, here come that run. Oh, here it comes.
Mm-hmm.
But they stayed in it. So I mean, he has to find a way to sell everybody on Atlanta, and he got to call these Georgia Tech folk. Every year homecoming, they talk about all these classes and these millions of dollars they raise. Some of that money need to go to NIL because y'all see what they keep putting out here. Hey man, it costs $2 million to get a 5-star quarterback. That's just the going rate.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen. I got a question. If it's $2 million for a transfer quarterback, what it costs for a point guard? Because I got a nephew that's gonna be high major D1 next year. Listen, we'll take $2 million, baby.
Coach, listen what I'm telling you. The price, because the point guard ain't nothing but the quarterback.
Period.
And he ain't gonna be playing more games, so he have more impact. Coach,
right?
Coach, the price is high, Coach. Start taking the phone call, Coach.
Hey, listen, my phone is wide open, baby.
Put the ticket out there. Hey. This the asking price.
Right.
Y'all got to deal with because you got to have we hear it all the time. March basketball is about guard play.
Guard play. Period.
Can your guard not turn it over and can he just keep us in the game?
Right.
Point guard ain't nothing but the quarterback, coach.
That's it.
Put your asking price out there, coach. Put it out there, coach.
Yeah, I got a number in my head. You know what I'm saying? As my phone continues to ring,
coach,
putting it out there.
Coach, all they can do is say no.
Hey, listen, that's been my motto since I was a little boy. She can't say no, but no.
I'm shooting, bang.
Baby.
So this what I'm gonna propose. I'm gonna propose us to have a sit down and D. Will, you recruits in basketball, Maceo recruits in football. Y'all need to get together, put the package together, and go around to some of these schools and show and teach and show these parents. Look, y'all can do an online course of how to get recruited in football and in basketball.
Well, we kind of got something like that already at Eyeball called a consulting package.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big number, and anybody who's willing to come pay it, it's worth it. Come on, we got a lot of stuff for you. We're gonna teach you how to get recruited. We're going to help you get recruited. We're going to help you with your media training and some other stuff. So, you got a kid out there, we got a spot for you.
Let me ask you this, Coach, because it's probably the same, but I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you this: Are you finding I'm going to call them the under-recruited kids?
Okay.
Are you finding that some of the under-recruited kids, and it's not their fault? I always blame everything on the parents or the uncle. Are you finding that they are asking for a little more than what they probably were? They don't really understand their worth.
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay.
Without a doubt. Like I'm gonna tell you, I tell these kids all the time, you're unrecruitable, right? Okay. You're an unrecruitable kid because with the inception of the transfer portal, right, and all the transfers, and now junior college, prep school, high school kids. Y'all are almost unrecruitable, especially with the new rule change to where if you sign a kid to a letter of intent, you're on the hook for that kid for 4 years, whether he enters the transfer portal or not. If he goes to the portal and doesn't get picked up, he can come back to your school, right? So that's putting the coaches at a disadvantage. So now you're a high school kid. Am I going to go get a guy for 2 years? Am I going to get stuck with this 18-year-old for 4 years? It's not going to happen. So you're almost unrecruitable. So you need to bring your expectations down, not only on if you're asking for money, but you need to come down on the level that you expect to play on. See, in football, it's a little different, right? Basketball, they recruit a lot later because of the portal, right? I want to ask any college coach. I talk to them all the time. They want to be as old as they possibly can be, right? So for a high school kid, unless you're a top 150 or a top 300 in football, bro, you better bring your expectations way down.
Okay.
If not, you're going to be real sad. I guarantee it.
You're gonna be looking great, and it's funny. One of the things, and of course, it's the same basketball. Coaches, scouts, first thing now they want to know height, weight, speed.
Period.
Height, weight, speed.
Period.
I don't care. Now, how big is he? How fast is
he? Yep.
And so I'm always telling kids. I told a parent this yesterday. I'm like, listen, hey, I make this post every year when at the season end. Get these babies in the weight room.
Mm-hmm.
Get these babies in the weight room because you don't realize. Coach, I tell people this all the time. Folks are always like, Coach, Steph's small. I say, no, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Now, he's small standing next to everybody out there who's 6'8", 6'9".
The land of the giants.
Yo, Steph is legit 6'4".
Right.
And he yoked like he not no little. So that's always and it goes back to what I tell. I like height, weight, speed.
Hey, I'm gonna put this out here on the SRT show because I put it out here all the time on the Outball podcast. Man, stop calling me with these 5'10" guards. Stop it. Okay. Do you know the percentage of Division I basketball players that are under the height of 6 feet? 6% of Division I basketball players are under 6'2". 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are under 6'2". So stop it. 5'10", you're not about to be. We're sitting here watching the kid for Tennessee struggle right now against North Carolina. Wow. And because he's so small. Bro, like Maceo just said, size, weight, speed. It matters. And if you're a 5'10" guard, I'm gonna give you some advice right now. You better be lightning fast, and you better be a dog on the defensive end. I don't care if you can shoot. I don't care if you can. Listen, you better be able to guard, and you better be baseline to baseline faster than everybody else on the court, period.
Coach, but they 5'10", Coach, and they not even averaging 12 points.
You better get 30. You better be getting 30 consistently.
Coach, they 5'10", averaging 12.
Yeah, I agree.
Sad, man. Sad thing.
I just want to make sure. I want to make sure you have the same conversation there because I'm always like, first thing somebody call me, I say, "Hey, how tall is he?" Oh, Coach, he like 5'10", like. So he 5. Coach, he running. He must be running 4'3".
Right.
24-3. Man, look. This the
Hold
list
on.
you need to be on this list. Not on that list.
Mhm.
No. I just want to make
All
sure how much you want me.
All right, before we go, we're gonna end it with this since we on this thing here. Tell me something that you get tired of listening to. Like, tell me something that's really getting on your nerve right about now.
Oh, I bet Coach gonna laugh at this one. My son D1. my son, everybody child D1. Everybody. I don't care how tall he is, how
Right.
slow he is. Everybody's son is D1. Everybody.
Hey, listen, Big H.O., he answered your question perfectly. Everybody think they D1. I be like, man, y'all better go look at that NAIA. You better go look at that JUCO. Hey, you better take that opportunity, son.
Hey, Joe, this is my favorite line. When parents, the first thing when parents, I say, listen, go pull up go pull up any roster in America and go look and see if your son had the same measurement or your son measurements on any of them rosters. If your son measurements are not on that roster, then what are we talking about? And so when they do find one, and then I be like, okay, now go read the bio, go read his speed, go read his strength, go read, because if you short, you better be explosive.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't pass the eye test, your ass better be explosive. But again, every parent in America think they son D1, and they all think they son going to North Carolina, they're going to Florida State,
Mm-hmm.
Notre Dame. Every parent think that. When I say a parents, give me your list.
All right, I'm gonna end it on this, and I'm make sure I'm
Rip. Throw that list out.
Make sure I'm pretty sure you can concur with this. Listening to fans of football teams and they complaining about the football team, but don't know who the Mike linebacker is. Couldn't tell you who Mike is on the field. So I'm sitting and looking and listening and doing this and that. I say, well, where's Mike at on the field? They just come out the hut. Everybody they ready to hike. Who is Mike? The quarterback just told you who Mike was.
Gave his number and everything.
Yeah, they gave his number. Well, then they come back. Well, why do they? I say, well, why did they call out the Mike linebacker? I'm like, and then they get quiet. Don't even worry about it. I know now that our conversation can go no further than where it's going, because you complaining about something that you have no intent or no idea about. And I'm just like, man, come on.
Hey, man, half these kids that say they want to go play D1 basketball don't even watch D1 basketball. They're watching the NBA. You don't even know. You can go play at Furman, talking about you want to go to North Carolina. You can't go play at Southeast Louisiana, talking about you want to play at Duke. Like, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. All right, last question of the night. I'm for real this time. Is Anthony Edwards a star or a superstar?
He is a budding superstar, right? He is a star, which is budding on because superstar status just doesn't come on the court. It's about your off the court prowess, how much money you can generate, how many clicks you can generate, all of that. And Anthony Edwards is a personality. You have it whenever he's on the tube, you watch him. He's funny. He's charismatic. He speaks well. He's eloquent. He has all the attributes to be a superstar. His game on the court says superstar. If it continues to snap, and that even though his shoe ugly as hell, it's okay. He's gonna be all right. He's a budding superstar. He's not there yet, but give him another year, and I think he's gonna be one of those.
I agree with Coach. Definitely a star. I said this from the time he was drafted. Him being in Minnesota, it hurts a tad because they just don't show them on TV enough, which is crazy to me Like, I mean, this guy is the complete package. Like, listen, I go to Minnesota Instagram or his Instagram just for the post-game press clippings. Dog, he is such a fun, but he's that way, like for real. Like, you can bump into Ant at Greenbrier. Dog, you will see Ant list out. Just
He a
kicking
real Atlanta baby. He a true Atlanta baby.
No,
For real.
like, he'll be at Greenbrier. Sitting like, well, it ain't Chick-fil-A there no more, but that's last time I saw him. Now he's sitting in the food court. Folk just walking by, and I'm laughing. I'm just like, whole star sitting over there. Ain't nobody paid no attention.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Definitely a star on his way. On his way.
On his way. Huh? All right, man. We done ran over, but there's one thing about doing it from the house. You can go over as long as you want. We can stay on this thing to 12 o'clock midnight. But,
Talking crazy.
Yes, sir. We got to get up out of here, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my shout out to Maceo, man, for coming through. Shout out to D Will taking the time out and coming through, man, and talking it up. Shout out to Smitty and bringing all his folks over, man. Make sure you subscribe to the Sports Roundtable YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. I can't say it quite like Smitty can, but just like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We appreciate y'all tuning in and watching, and man, hope y'all enjoyed it. And we did our thing tonight. And
I'm gonna go listen to King. Through. Hey, do King got a song on iTunes or something? I'm gonna go listen to King.
I'm not even sure.
Hey, I'm trying to support.
But I will say this. I did catch the interview with Box that you and Glaze did last week. You know, I'm impressed with the young man.
A dope artist, man. I listen. Y'all know I want to be a rapper. I still think I'm a rapper. You know, I got my mixtape on the way. I don't know when I'm gonna drop it, but man, I love artists, man. I love artists, man. The creativity, the way artists are able to like pen the emotion, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we think we can put the words together. Now they put a whole album. Like, that's why I like The Dream, Terrence Nash, one of my favorite artists, because the dude is just a genius, man. Right. Like, how do you keep coming up with stuff and then to be writing for other people? Like, how you know what Beyonce thinking? It's genius, dog. I love artists, man. That's why I think I'm an artist. I'm not, but I tell you in a minute, I'm a rapper. Yeah, you ask me, I'm a rapper.
All right, man, go ahead and give me your shout outs, bro.
Just, man, shout out to the SRT crew. I watch y'all every week, man. Hey, man, y'all killing it. I just love y'all, Coach. You always inspire me, man, because you just doggone. You're one of these people who you defy logic, and that's why I love your takes, man. You defy logic and you make it what it is. And that's why on Wednesdays I'm rocking with y'all, man. So, man, shout out to SRT crew. HO, man, you know, anytime you call me, dog, I'm coming through. If I was wrecking the yard, you gave me a reason to get out the yard. I got like 18 bags of pine straw that I say, I'll be ready for the show, y'all. I'm done.
Hey, have you got all of your hoodies out of the cracks and ready to give them away yet?
Yeah, so I gave away 2 trash bags of hoodies. Yeah, I got like 4 more to give away.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. Hey, one of my homegirls on Facebook said that she got a homeless family of 5 kids that's at Maze.
Send me her info.
I send you her info because I send you her info.
She can get 2 bags. Send me her info.
Yeah, I sent for sure. All right, D Will, go ahead and give me your shout out, bro.
And man, shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate you, Maceo. Appreciate you, HO, man. And shout out to my wife, man. She's on the mend right now, man. So everything's looking up and up. So want to give a shout out to her, man, for fighting through, being a soldier that she is with what she's going through. So yeah, shout out to her.
Get well, wifey.
There it is.
Shout out to you, D Will, for being that rock, man. Listen, man.
That's tough.
We all need somebody when we down, bro. I can tell you that.
Hey, listen, I always say, man, I signed up for this. You feel me?
There you go.
Signed up for this.
I love it. I love it. For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
Love it.
Absolutely. So, man, I so appreciate this, boy. Listen, Maceo, we're gonna try to do an SRT NBA version, and I definitely want to get you on to that as well.
Man, let me know, man. As much as I cuss out Trey Young, you know I need the vent. Me and Trey be beefing, boy.
Yeah, because this NBA season is gonna be one of the ages. I tell you that much.
I'm loving it.
And,
I'm loving it. Like I say, I'm watching now. I don't watch the Christmas. I'm in. They got me.
Right.
Yeah, we got some folk watching from Denver. Die-hard Atlanta fan. That's what I'm talking about. Hey,
Steve
CJ,
Bartkowski.
Yeah. CJ, make sure you like the page and subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe to the SRT page, baby. Because we rocking and rolling with it. D Will, my main man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead and tell them about the Eyeball and the Eyeball podcast and how you doing with the nonprofit.
Man, y'all already know, man. Go to Eyeball Radio YouTube page. That's little IBALL Radio. That's across all platforms, man. Go follow us on all social media. Go subscribe to the YouTube page. We're talking all things high school basketball, man, from the top to the bottom and everything in between. And of course, man, go check out the nonprofit at Guard Your Man. You go to guardyourman.org and check out everything we got going on, man. We just were awarded, of course, a grant from the Rotary Club of Montgomery. We're going to help these kids, man. We're going to do media training with all our student athletes. We're going to help them create, host, and produce their own podcasts, and also give them voice and diction and public speaking training. So when they stick that microphone in their face after they give them 30 on one night, we don't get a lot of ums, and you know what I'm saying? It's eloquent, man. So we're working with our student athletes, man. So shout out to the Rotary Club for looking out for Guard Your Man. We also doing a ball drive right now. If anybody wants to participate, we're doing a ball drive. As y'all know, all high schools are in Alabama are required to use the Evo Next basketballs. They're $100 a ball, right? Half of these programs cannot afford to have a ball. So they'll have 2 balls that they use all year round for practice and games. So we got to do something about that, man. So if anybody wants to donate or just donate balls, or if they just want to donate money, hit us up at guardyourman.org, or you can go to our Guard Your Man social media page and be a part of that to help out some of these programs here in the state of Alabama.
Hey, when you ready for me and Maceo to come down and speak to the kids, just a phone call away.
Hey, man, y'all know y'all on the hook, man. Hey, listen, you tell me once. You ain't got to tell me once. I'm going to hold you to it because we coming to do it.
Say less. Let me know, H.O. I'm riding shotgun, H.O. I'm riding.
All the way to the gump, baby.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we'll go by, what's the place I always talk about, the barbecue place?
Dreamland, baby. It's right up the street from the crib, man. We can go get some barbecue.
Yeah, we'll go down to Dreamland and have a good old time, man. You
yes,
already
sir.
know. All right, man, for the SRT crew, Maceo Hurd and D Will, this is your main man, H.O. R.I.P. Moms and Pops, R.I.P. BC, and we'll holler at y'all next week, man.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.